Hey everyone, it's Eric, and welcome to the 10th night of Vlogmas on this series. Tonight I'm burning Cuddle Weather. I know that's not technically like a Christmas candle, but the gingerbread fragrance in it is pretty good, and I feel like the gingerbread fragrance on this candle is better than the gingerbread candles they give us at Christmas. Like, Cuddle Weather, I can actually smell the gingerbread fragrance, and a lot of the Christmas candles that have gingerbread in them that Bath and Body Works gives us each year, I usually can't really smell the gingerbread. So this candle for me is actually great for Christmas time. It's great for the fall. It's great for the spring. It's just a great candle, you guys. Your scent notes are warm gingerbread tea, cinnamon shortbread, and a cozy blanket. You really do smell the gingerbread fragrance in this. You get some of that cinnamon. It's a just a wonderful, cozy fragrance. It really is. I'm so happy that they brought it back yet again, and I hope they just continue to bring it back because it's just a favorite of mine. I really love it, and I don't mind stocking up on this candle each time it comes out. So, because we are burning a gingerbread candle, I really wanted to try a cookie with ginger in it. So, I got out some of my grandma's recipes again out of her little envelope that she had mailed me years and years ago. And I came across this recipe called Ginger Sparkles. It's so cute that it has her handwriting and everything on it. Little old recipe card. But I thought we could try these Ginger Sparkles. They're basically ginger snaps. And I thought that they might be fun to make for Christmas. So let's head on over to the kitchen and start baking. To make these cookies, we're going to start with 3/4 cup vegetable shortening. Just throw this right here in the bowl. And a cup of sugar. And we're going to cream these together. Next, we're going to add 1 egg. We're also going to add 1/4 cup of molasses. Now we'll cream these together. Next, we're going to add our 2 cups flour. We're also adding 1 tablespoon ginger, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and give this a stir first before we use the mixer. Now that our dough is mixed together, we're just going to take small spoonfuls, about a teaspoon or so, and make about marble size, well, a little bit larger than a marble ball. And then we're going to roll those in sugar, completely roll them in sugar. And then we're going to place them on our cookie sheet 2 inches apart. Oops, a little too much. So about like that. Roll them in some sugar. And then place them on the cookie sheet. Roll them in the sugar. Oops. Keep grabbing too much dough. I can smell cuddle weather all the way in the kitchen, you guys. Smells so good, that yummy gingerbread fragrance. These cookies have, because of the molasses, you can really smell the molasses. Just roll them here in the sugar. Okay. This would be a good recipe to have one of those like little ice cream scoops, like the little mini ice cream scoops, so you can get the exact measurement of dough out instead of trying to eyeball it. But I'll have to invest in one of those. Our first batch of cookies is ready to go into a preheated 350-degree oven for 12 to 15 minutes. Look at those. So pretty, little ginger snaps. And another batch is ready to go. We're going to let these cool on the cookie sheet just for a minute or two, and then we'll place them on a wire rack. I'm so thankful that my grandma sent me so many cookie recipes years ago. As a child, I used to love watching her bake in the kitchen. It just brings back a lot of great memories, and it's probably where I get my love for baking and cooking. Tonight's mug is this old-timey kind of Santa, and if you see steam coming out of the mug, your eyes aren't tricking you. I did have a little technical glitch there with the camera. I already put the hot cocoa in, and tonight's hot cocoa is mocha. That's the one I picked out of the bag, but the camera did not pick that up. So I'm having mocha flavored hot cocoa, and there aren't any Christmas cards tonight, you guys, but I wanted to read a short story about the history of gingerbread and how it became a Christmas tradition. So it says here, gingerbread has been around thousands of years. Ancient Greeks and Egyptians used gingerbread in religious ceremonies. Gingerbread was brought to Europe in 992 by an Armenian monk. Through the 17th century, gingerbread was used for religious ceremonies. In the late 17th century, gingerbread became associated with Christmas. An early European form of gingerbread consisted of ground almonds, stale breadcrumbs, rosewater, sugar, and, of course, ginger. In the 16th century, the English replaced the breadcrumbs with flour and added eggs and sweeteners, resulting in a lighter product. The first gingerbread man is credited to Queen Elizabeth I, who impressed visiting guests with gingerbread baked in their own likeness. That would have been pretty impressive. Gingerbread tied with a ribbon was popular at fairs, and when exchanged became a token of love. It wasn't until the late 17th century that gingerbread became associated with Christmas. People of that time needed something to decorate their Christmas trees with, and often used a variety of edibles, including gingerbread. The gingerbread house became popular in Germany after the Brothers Grimm published their fairy tale collection, which included Hansel and Gretel in the 19th century. Early German settlers brought the gingerbread house tradition to the Americas. In Germany, gingerbread is made in two forms, a soft form called Lebkuchen and a harder form particularly associated with carnivals and street markets such as the Christmas markets that occur in many German towns. The hard gingerbread is made into decorated shapes, which are then further decorated with sweets and icings. Traditionally, these were drunk with port wine.
Oh,
Here's a fun fact. The largest gingerbread house on record was built in Bryan, Texas. The dimensions of the house were 60 feet long, 42 feet wide, and over 20 feet tall at its highest point. 1,800 pounds of butter were used in the recipe, 7,200 eggs, 7,200 pounds of flour, 3,000 pounds of brown sugar, 225 gallons of molasses, 22,304 pieces of candy for decoration, and 35,823,400 calories.
I put on a few pounds, you just haven't noticed.
what am I, blind? I can see that.
So there's a brief little history on gingerbread and how it came to be. I'm going to try this mocha hot cocoa, you guys. It looks like it cooled down a little bit. Kinda. Ooh, you can smell the coffee. Not bad. It's a bit stronger than the other cocos. Oh yeah, I like that. Coffee and the chocolate. Very nice. It's kind of like a low budget Starbucks mocha coffee. Very good. Tastes good with the cookies too. Well, that is it for the 10th night of Vlogmas, you guys. I hope you'll come back tomorrow evening when we'll be back in the kitchen baking up something new and festive. Have a great evening, everybody.
Fancy footwork going down the chimneys. Fancy free and flying through the snow. Children's stockings hanging by the chimneys. Little faces waiting all aglow. These boots were made for Santa. You got your Santa shoes. You better get your sleigh because there ain't no time to lose.